I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Diffuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Yes, sir. We are here on Phase. Let's go. We are here with Unfazed with my boy Jay. Well, I'm JJ with my boy AJ, and we got some good topics for y'all today. I mean, I feel like circulating in the NFL world, AJ, it's been a lot of the top 10 talks, top 10 QBs, top 10 receivers, running backs. But today we're gonna let the people know our top 10 wide receivers. So I'm looking forward to see your list. But how you doing, AJ?
I'm doing good, man. Feeling good. You know what I mean? Excited for another episode. I don't know if y'all can see, man. I got my ski mask Howard shirt on because that's just how I'm feeling today, watching all the turmoil in the NFC East and hearing all the discourse around my quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You know, the way to bring down the quarterback nowadays is to bring up his GM and the great things that he does. And I don't mind it. You know what I mean? So I got on my ski mask Howard shirt today, representing my boys, man. First day of training camp today. I'm feeling good, man. I'm ready to get to the top 10 list, but, you know, we got some stuff to get to before we get to all of that. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, you know, I mean, kudos to you. You know, it's a Super Bowl champion. I had nothing to respond to that. You know, I got it. There's some turmoil in DC, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I get to that in my last words. But let's get right to it. So we're going to kick it off with the NBA. Damian Lillard, Dame time, is back in Portland. Back in Portland, AJ. So a lot of people, he left Portland 2 years ago. And it's funny because Jrue Holiday was part of that trade, I believe, right? So, because he was with the Bucks, he got traded. And now they ended up with Dame and Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday's on the roster now. 2 years later, he gets the Achilles injury, and he's back with the Portland Trail Blazers. And he's getting paid, too. He got a full contract with the Portland Trail Blazers, and he has a contract still getting paid by the Milwaukee Bucks. So, AJ, what's your reaction to Dame going back to Portland?
Man, well, my first reaction was a bit of a selfish reaction. I was just like, bro, what's going on? I think I even put it on my IG story. I'm like, what? Like, why would you do that, bro? Like, and I'm thinking of the mindset of like, yo, you're not trying to win no more. You're not trying to get no championship. I know it didn't work out in Milwaukee, but it's some teams, you know what I mean? That's on your line. I know Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics was one that was trying to recruit him. I know, you know, the Minnesota Timberwolves was in conversations. You know, I know it was a lot of chatter, you know, amongst championship quality teams he could go to, or at least teams he could go to and make them championship contenders. So to see him go back to Portland, it's like, bro, you ain't trying to win, bro. I feel like his whole career in Portland, it's like, bro, y'all gonna compete, but y'all not gonna win. But then again, when I got to listening to him and I got to seeing his excitement and got to seeing, you know, how he's posting, and I got to thinking like, bro, really happy though. Like, he loved Portland. He loved the city. He close to his family while he rehabbing. I saw a report that said he was going to be rehabbing in Portland anyway. I think now I could be wrong on this, but I think I saw a report that said that he asked the Bucks if he could rehab in Portland and they denied his request or something like that. I could be wrong. That could have been fake news. I'm not sure. But I think I saw something along those lines. And so, you know, that's where he want to be. I can't knock the man for wanting to be near his family. You know what I mean? For wanting to be, you know, home. You know what I mean? Like from what I saw, he didn't really like playing in Milwaukee. Maybe he liked playing with Giannis. Maybe he liked the team. But as far as the city, he never really found his footing. It seemed like, it seemed like he was always missing home. Even when he played, he didn't really look like Portland Dame throughout his tenure in Milwaukee. In all honesty, so overall, I'm happy for him. What I will say is this, though. This is what I'm gonna say, right? Every decision you make, it comes with a consequence. That consequence could be good, it could be bad. On the good side, again, you're gonna be back home, you're gonna be with your family, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be comfortable. And that's positive. On the negative side, though, be prepared to not compete. And when it's all said and done, they got some pieces over there. You know what I mean? They got some pieces in Portland. I'm not saying they're gonna be trash. They might be an AC, it might be a play-in worthy team, but they're not gonna compete. And at the end of the day, at one point in time, Dame was clamoring for his respect. He wanted to be mentioned in certain conversations. He was upset. I should be an all-star. I should be this. I should be in all these conversations. I'm one of the best shooters ever. All this other stuff, right? When you don't have a ring, when it's all said and done, you might be top 75 and all that, but there's certain conversations you can't get in. Certain conversations you can't be in. So when it's all said and done, I'm not trying to hear Dame, well, I should be in this conversation. I don't know why they talk about this player and they don't talk. You know why. Because you had an opportunity. I personally believe he should have left Portland earlier than what he did. He should have left much earlier than what he did. But he left late, and now this situation is what it is, right? Again, had another opportunity to go somewhere else and continue to compete for a championship down the stretch of his career and still be a pivotal piece, maybe a number two option. You decline that. So when it's all said and done, you don't have one. Be happy with your accomplishments and be happy with the conversations that you're in, because you're going to be in still some great conversations, just not those like elite of the elite championship conversations. You got to be cool with that. But all in all, I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he's happy. As long as he's happy, hey man, more power to him. And he getting paid.
Yeah.
And he getting paid. So
he is getting paid. I was trying to find the exact number how much he getting paid, but he's getting some. He getting some bread. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, so he signed a 3-year deal, which is $42 million. But on top of that, he's getting paid, I think together it's like 70-some million a year. Mm-hmm. With the Bucks paying him and what he's getting paid with the Blazers, which is crazy. But here's the thing though, you're right, he left too late. He should have left a long time ago. And by the time when he wanted to leave, the destination that he wanted to go, they didn't sit him there. Remember, he wanted to go to Miami. He didn't have the Bucks on his radar. And I remember, you probably felt different, but when he got traded to the Bucks, I didn't feel like they were going to win. Like I didn't. I did. You did? Okay. When he got there, I was like, I don't think because Drew Holiday was such an important piece for that championship run defensively. One thing about the Bucks that year when they won the championship was the defense. They were a top defensive team, and Drew Holiday was big in the NBA Finals. So defensively, so bring a Dame over there. Yeah, you bring another scorer, but you take away that defensive side of the ball when you brought Dame. So I didn't think they would win there. So I know he wanted to go to Miami. That was like his number one destination, but Miami was being crazy. They weren't trying to give up enough or whatnot. So I feel like the move to the Bucks. He wasn't going to be there long anyway. Like once his contract was out, he was going to stay there. He was going to move along because that wasn't his option. But I remember when he got there and he tried to get Dame on. And people asked Giannis, are you going to get on the track with Dame? He said, "We got to win a championship. Now I get on the track with Dame." So I guess we won't get that track. But Chauncey Billups said something. Well, but just like you said, I'm happy for Dame. I think Dame has realized I ain't winning no ring. I think he comes to the conclusion that at least at this moment, we're going to try to win, but I can live without winning a ring. I would rather be happy than chasing a ring. That's where he's at right now. And like you said, him telling the story about his children, finding out that he's coming back to Portland was like icing on the cake for me. Like it kind of like. Yeah, like they asked him, they said, how do your kids react? And he was like, we were in the car, we were at a red light, and I just told him like, yeah, so daddy gonna be back in Portland. And his daughter said, "So you mean that you're gonna be at your house like all the time?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah." Like they were so, oh my God, they were so happy, you know.
That's what's
And as
up.
a father, you know, I was gotta tell you, I'm just playing. Well, as a father,
Yeah, I
I'm
hear it
listening.
though. I hear it.
I'm like, dang, like this is bigger than basketball.
Hmm.
It's his home. You know, he got a house still in Portland. He never got rid of it. So he go back to his house. He got connects out there. Like he the plug, you know, like that's his city, you know? So
Hmm.
I understand. And Chauncey Billups said that he's going to be the highest paid assistant coach in NBA history because he's going to put him to work. So he got you know, they got some young talent over there. Look at their depth chart and look what they got within their roster. It's funny because, like I said, Drew Holiday was part of that trade. Now they got Drew Holiday. They
Right.
got Shaden Sharp, who's constantly development. People forget he was rare. Like he came, he basically came straight out of high school because he barely played in his freshman year in college, and he went straight to the NBA.
Hmm.
Right, so they still got Jeremy Grant. I think they're gonna get rid of him though. Then they're gonna trade him eventually. They got Scoot Henderson, so they got guys that Dame can be there and work with and develop, hope development stuff like that. So if Dame is healthy though, like next year, obviously I'm gonna just cross that out.
Hmm.
But the next year, one thing I know about Dame, if Dame can get back to Damian Lillard after the post Achilles, one thing about Dame, he always had Portland in playoff contention. He always had Portland in the dance. I don't remember him missing the playoffs when he played a full season. I don't remember him missing it. And it was that 1 year in the bubble when they were completely out and he had a chance to and he got them in, you know? So that's one thing I can't bank on Dame if he's healthy. He can get them in the playoffs. But outside of that, man, no championship coming to Portland.
Yeah, like I said, I'm happy for him. Like I said, my initial reaction, cause like I said, bro, my whole thought process with him has been like, you should have left a long time ago. That was my thought process from the jump. Like, when is he gonna leave? Like, bro, like, but I think again, like, initially I was thinking from a fan's perspective. Like, from a fan perspective, I'm thinking as a like, if I was in the league, I'd be trying to go win a championship on my way out. Like, well, God willing, you got a ton of time after ball, you know what I mean, to spend time with the family and live where you want to live, you know what I mean, right? So that would have been my thought process. Like, man, I got time afterwards, man. I'm trying to win a championship, you know what I mean? But like I said, if your goal at this point is just to be around family and to be happy, I can't. I needed to see that though. I
Mm-hmm.
needed to see. I didn't want to see him. I didn't want to see him go back and act as if they was gonna win the championship. I didn't want to see him go back and be like, yeah, we contenders, we could do that. I needed to hear him be like, I'm home. You know what I mean? I'm with family. I needed to hear those reports to know like, okay, like you said, it's bigger than basketball. Once you take that element
Mm-hmm.
out of it and you just put into context, like, I'm here because I want to be with my family. And that was a big thing when he was in Milwaukee. He was missing his family. Okay. All right. Then again, hands off. At that point, I respect it, bro. I respect it. I
Yeah.
just, again, like, don't, when you retire, bro, don't do that, bro. Don't do, because, again, I remember vividly when he was playing in Portland early on, he was upset because I think it was like, he didn't get an All Star nod or something like that. And he was, mad about that. How am I not an All Star? I do this, I do that. I'm like, after Steph is me, and like it's just he seemed real bitter, real upset, and it's like, all right, bro,
Mm-hmm.
well, like just don't wait till it's over and get to doing that again, bro. Like, nobody gonna deny you're a great player, you know what I'm saying? But don't force the envelope. That's my only ask, bro. But I'm happy for him. Real talk.
Yeah, I'm
Definitely
happy
happy
for him
for him.
too. I'm happy for him too. But like you said, like by the time he left Portland, it was time for them to move on for Dame. It wasn't
Yeah.
like trade me. It was like, no, we're about to trade you. It came down to that. Like I remember doing R2L at the time, and I remember he came out with a video before his last year went happened, and I could tell he was lit. It's like he was like at a bar or something, and he
Mm-hmm.
made a video like he was on live. I think he was like, "I'm not leaving. I'm staying." And then
Mm-hmm.
I was like, come on, bro. Like, why are you
Yeah,
staying?
yeah, yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
not winning. And then I think he had an injury that year, and then they ended up being bad, whatever. And they got Scoot Henderson. And then at that point, it's like he wanted the Blazers to trade that pick. And
Mm-hmm.
the Braves like, nah, bro, like we
We
not
ain't
winning
doing
with
that.
you. You gotta go. But they are happy to get him back. The GM said that a former Blazer texted him when Dane signed and said the world is back in order now, something like that.
Mm.
So they are all ecstatic that Dame was back. So shout out to them.
And last thing I'll add before we move on, credit to Dame because I also remember him saying, like before, I think this was a year or so before he actually left. He said sometimes you leave. I forget what situation he brought up, but he brought up another situation. He said sometimes you leave and it don't work out. You leave trying to chase a championship and it don't work out. So I'd rather just stay where I'm at and be loyal to where I'm at, right? And then ultimately he ended up, all right, it ain't working. All right, I'll try what y'all saying. Everybody pushing it, media pushing it, people like me pushing it, everybody pushing it. Like, bro, you should leave. Try to go win the ring. He leaves and it don't work out. It simply didn't work out. So now I was just like, I told y'all that this probably wasn't the best thing for me. I'm going home. So it's like, all right, bro. Hey, man, do your thing. Do your thing, man. Speaking of, I think you muted, but no, I got you. Okay. Speaking of doing your thing, man, Jerry Jones, man. Jerry Jones, man. He at the podium doing his thing, man. He at the podium talking about getting hit by buses and stuff. Trying not to pay guys, man. You know what I mean? Got guys feeling like they better off somewhere else. You know what I mean? I know we got the clip up, man.
Let's do it.
Let's roll that clip and we gonna talk about it.
There's a lot of ways to get this thing done, but like we've said, we're committed to having him take that next step, not just as a player, but as a leader.
Just because we sign him doesn't mean we're going to have him. He was hurt 6 games last year. Seriously. We've signed, I remember signing a player for the highest paid at the position in the league, and he got knocked out 2/3 of the year, Dak Prescott. So there's a lot of things you can think about when you, just as the player does, when you're thinking about committing and guaranteeing money. The other thing I would say is contracts are 4 or 5 years. Okay? There's a lot of water under the bridge if you step out there and do something in the first 2 or 3. You can get hit by a car. Seriously. And so there's a lot to look at over a lot of years that could make a big difference.
Joe, I gotta ask you, man. I gotta ask you, man, after listening to those clips of Jerry Jones talking, knowing that at some point he's gonna have to re-sign Micah Parsons, what are your thoughts on his comments, man? I think you muted. There you go.
The man is a salesman. That's what it is. It's smoke and mirrors. It's to grab your attention. And he succeeded. like, that's what it is. Jerry Jones, he's going to pay Micah. He know that.
Yeah.
But the way to do it, the cowboy way to do it, is to drag it along, have people guess, is he going to pay him? Oh, my goodness, do he got this? And then next thing you know, right before the season start, bam, contract. Happened with Dak Prescott last year. Happened with CD Lamb also. I mean, it just happened. That's what he does. So, and then he made he's trying to find reasons. He's trying to find reasons to tell people why he hasn't signed them. When we know you ain't signed them because you're just trying to sell. You sell it to the media. That's what you're doing. Yeah, exactly. If you sign Micah now, y'all not gonna be important to talk about for real until y'all actually start playing football. But right now, cause think about it, the Cowboys haven't really been in the media a lot. They haven't. But now Jerry made those comments. It's ramping up now. I mean, there are bigger stories than that with the same situation. Mm-hmm. Trey Hendrickson, the Bengals, Terry McLaurin, and the Commanders. Those 2 situations are way more serious than Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons showed up. I mean, he's not playing, but he showed up to training camp. He's there. He even said, "I'm not sitting out games." He already said that he's going to play, and that's what Dak said too. Dak said the same thing. You know, so that, but Michael is him holding in. He might change his mind. I don't know, but Jerry. And then if you watch the daggone interview, the head coach is talking. He answered the question and he just stepped right in. Like nobody asked you. And then they asked Stephen Jones about the contract. He answered it right. Like how you supposed to answer it. They asked him about the contract and he said, I mean, they asked like what's the holdup basically. And his response was, we don't like talking about the details to the media. So all I can tell you is we haven't signed them yet and we're working on it. But just because we signed them doesn't mean that we're gonna have them. Like, bruh. Like why? Like you adding information that's unnecessary, which tells me he got his fishing rod. Like he's fishing for something. He's fishing for. Look at me. Look at us, y'all. Look. Tune into the Cowboys. But he's smart. One thing Jerry knows how to do is market the Cowboys. He's a great owner, right? Chris Canty, former Cowboy, he said that when he first met Jerry Jones told him, and they met and said, "You're from New York, right?" Because he's from New York. He said, "Do you know about the Broadway?" And he said the Cowboys had a Broadway to NFL. It's a show. So he know how to sell tickets. But, bro, you're going to pay Micah. And then last, I'm going to let you go. He also made this comment. I should have pulled this up too. He said, like how people give extensions, right? Mm-hmm. Like that was a bus thing. He might get hit by a bus. And he talked about people talk about basically they give extensions when the contract is not up, all that stuff, woo-woo. And he said money costs money. I'm like, Jerry, if you give him an extension, right, that money don't start until the contract is over.
Right.
But instead, you rather pay him when the contract is over, meaning whatever the extension was, the actual contract you're going to give him is probably double that. Like, if you would have paid him as soon as the season was over, now Myles Garrett got paid, and then what's his name, dude from the Raiders, can't think of his name, he got paid, and now TJ Crosby, and now TJ Watt. I mean, the man already said, I got to be the highest paid non-QB. He already said that, and deservedly so, because Micah is a great addition on the field and off the field for the Cowboys. He's like a little Jerry Jones. He got his own podcast. He talks. He grabs the media. He does. Jerry likes that stuff.
Yeah.
So he does that, and he gives you stuff on the field at a very premium position on the defensive side of the ball. That's like the most important position on the defense is a guy who can get to the quarterback, because the quarterback is the most important position. So Jerry's going to pay him. Jerry's just talking, and Jerry's 80 plus. I mean, the man's just not even thinking right now. He's just talking. Like, you know what I mean? He's 80 plus. Like, you around an 80-year-old, you just going to let him say whatever you want. You're not going to stop him. You're going to just let him talk. So,
look,
yeah, smoke and mirrors.
Jerry Jones, he interrupting the head coach because he like, this me. this my building. This my, yeah, I own all y'all. I'm sure that's how he feel. I can say what I want when I want. I'm Jerry Jones. I'll run this. I can fire everybody here. I can fire y'all and still run the Dallas Cowboys. That's how he feel. Now, Joe, I like the approach you took, because I'm taking a completely different one. Joe. It's been a minute since I talked about them Dallas Cowboys, ain't it? It's been a while. So I want to dive into how I think Jerry Jones feel, man. You know, when I watch that, you know, first thing that comes to mind is what you said, smoke and mirrors, man. He does this all the time. You know, Jerry this, Jerry that. You know, he going to do his talking. Cowboy fans going to lose their mind. Oh, my gosh, what is he talking about now? He making us look bad, yada, 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 yada. But I watched it a couple times, just for laughs. I watched it a couple times. And the last time I watched it, I got to thinking to myself, you know what this really looks like to me?
Uh-oh.
It looks like a man that's tired, bro. He tired, bro.
Let's get it.
I low-key think Jerry Jones get a bad rap. When I think about it, when I really think about it, from an entertainment standpoint, yeah, he's Jerry Jones. He's this, that, and the third. But when it comes to building a roster, building a team, the Cowboys have had really good teams over the last decade or so. I mean, when I look at the history of the Dallas Cowboys, I got it right here. We got a 2007, a 13-3 year, right? 2014, you got a 12-4 year. 2016, you got a 13-3 year, right? 2001, 22, 23, 12-5 every single year. In those years, you got Dez Bryant, Tony Romo, DeMarco Murray, right? You got Jason Witten, right? You got Dak Prescott. You got Ezekiel Elliott.
Whew.
You got Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, right? You got great offensive linemen, guys like Zach Martin who just retired, right? You got Micah Parsons. You got Trayvon Diggs. I mean, bro, like, they have had some guys over the last, well, I'm going all the way back to 2007. How many years is that? 18 years, somewhere around in that? 17 years?
2006, that's a lot. Yeah, that's 18 years, yeah.
That's a lot of time to be stacking rosters that are, quite honestly, for the most part, contending. Again, 12-4s here and there, 13-3s here and there, 3 straight 12-5 seasons. One of those years, Dak Prescott, an All-Pro. One of those years, Tony Romo has his best year as a starter. They 13-3, number 1 seed in the NFC. Like, I mean, and when you look at the history of it, when I go back to my notes, when he made the whole "you could get hit by a bus" comment, I'm sure Jerry Jones be in his, in his suite, watching his team play after he done paid these guys all this money. Because remember, Tony Romo got paid.
He
right?
did.
Dez Bryant got paid. Zach Martin got paid. CD got paid. Dak got paid. Ezekiel Elliott got paid. DeMarco Murray got paid. Everybody I mentioned, Trayvon Diggs, all these, they got paid. What has Jerry Jones got for paying these guys?
A second round exit.
A second round exit at best, bro. And then when he paid them, to his point, I mean, Dak unfortunately did get hurt. He paid Trayvon Diggs. This is just recent transactions. He paid Trayvon Diggs. Diggs got hurt. Missed the whole year, if I'm not mistaken, with an ACL, or half of the year, somewhere around in there, and really ain't been the same since. Zach Martin got paid. He missed time. CeeDee Lamb got paid. He was battling an injury all last year, it seemed like. So I'm sure he'd be sitting back looking like, yo. And then you got GMs like Adam Peters, who in the NFC Championship game, the first year he get a quarterback. You got GMs like Howie Roseman that's in the hunt, won a championship in 2017, just won a championship this year. And he looking like, y'all up here talking about these contracts, man. What they doing for me? Yeah, I'm going to pay him. I got no choice but to pay him. But what they going to do for Big Jerry? You know what I mean? What they going to do for Jerry Jones? Okay? He done said time and time again, hey, man, I'm getting older. Paraphrasing, because I don't want to say everything he said. I'm getting older, man. I'm 80-some years old, man. And I personally believe, man, the Cowboys have had teams good enough to compete for championships. That's just me. They've had teams, and at every turn, man, you just see Jerry just in the booth. Tony Romo fumbling the field goal to tie the game. I think it was tie or take the lead, fumbling and whatnot. And Dak Prescott scrambling, doing a QB sneak or a QB draw with a couple of seconds left, can't snap the ball in time. And then you got Ezekiel Elliott hiking the ball like he a center and getting smacked and blowing up a play against the 49ers. And I mean, think about all of it. You got the catch that wasn't a catch, but really was a catch, but wasn't a catch. Like, all of the situations that's happened to the Dallas Cowboys over the last 18-something years for them not to get to an NFC championship. And at every turn, Jerry is paying guys and building rosters that are good enough to compete. That team that we just saw last year, your Commanders, that roster ain't better than the rosters that the Cowboys have had recently.
Nope.
The last 3 years outside of this year, 2024, I don't think they're better than the 2021 roster, 2022, or 2023 roster. They just had a guy at quarterback and a receiver and a defense that every now and then they made a couple plays. That's what they had, bro. They had name brand guys out there like how the Commanders had name brand, they didn't have name brand guys out there like how the Cowboys had name brand guys. So I feel for you. I'm at the point, bro. I slightly, emphasis on slightly, because I'm an Eagles fan. They could lose every year for all I care. But I slightly feel for Jerry Jones, and I think Cowboys fans give him a bad rap. The man tired. He tired. And at the end of the day, as much as y'all talk about him, as much as we crack jokes about him, the product he puts on the field is never garbage. It's never trash, bro. I don't know, man. That's my take on it. I don't feel bad. I feel bad for Jerry, and and oddly enough, as bad as it sounds horrible. Sounds terrible. And you see guys like JJ Watt retweeting it. It sounds terrible.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It sounds terrible. I know. But if you think it from a business owner's perspective, he ain't lying. He did just pay Dak the most in the league, and he messed around and got hurt. It ain't Dak's fault. But if you're a business owner, you like, bruh, he ain't had a season-ending injury his whole career. Soon as I pay him, he go down with a season-ending injury. Trayvon Diggs, he been playing well for so long, leading the league in interceptions on it. Soon as I pay him, he go down ACL. I think it was an ACL. ACL injury. Soon as I pay him, he go down ACL injury. I'm sure he, bruh, behind the scenes, he like, dang, damn it. Like, he just, come on, man.
Yo, I might hit you with a funny fact. Oh my God. So listen to this. Since 2016, the Packers, 9 All-Pros. The Rams, 5 All-Pros.
What year? Since what year?
2016. Okay. The Commanders, 5 All-Pros. The Bucks, 5 All-Pros. The Bengals, 3 All-Pros. The Bills, 3 All-Pros. All of those teams either made it to the championship game or the Super Bowl since 2016. Dak has been in the league since 2016. The 49ers, the Cowboys, guess how many Pro Bowls they had? All-Pros they had since 2016.
Oh man, it's a lot. It's definitely over 10.
15. And look, AJ, guess what? Guess who else got 15? The 49ers. And we see what they did with their All-Pros. A conference championship, 2 Super Bowls, like 4 championship games. Cowboys second round exit. So, like you said, the Cowboys have had, this is since Dak been in the league. It's not including, like you said, Romo days and all that stuff. This is only the Dak days. And this is not a cumulative. This is like Dak is 1. Zeke is 1. It's like that. All right? So you might be right. I think it's truth to both though. Like,
yeah,
Jerry felt like, because everybody kills, and this is why I disagree with the media. People blame Jerry the GM while the Cowboys not winning. Now, Jerry the GM has some say. I do feel like he never picks the right head coach.
That is true.
I feel like the one time he had a guy, he ran them all, Bill Parcells. But he does a terrible job picking the right leader for these guys because he wants like a puppet. He wants a guy that he can control. Imagine Deion Sanders doing a press conference and Jerry constantly interrupting.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Deion ain't having that. Deion gonna do his own thing. And you sit on the side and do your own thing too. Why you gotta be there every time? So that's why. But the players on the field though, come on, man. There's no excuse why they haven't really gotten far in the playoffs. There's no excuse.
Not even NFC Championship, Joe.
Come on, man. And we did it in 1 year. Like, come on, bro. Like, and the way we did it, Cowboys don't win the playoffs that way. Like, how we beat the Buccaneers, it was a clutch game. The Cowboys don't win like that in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. They have I told Tomo this. I remember Dak came out and destroyed the Bucs. Yes. Woo! Went crazy. Mm-hmm. And I remember I told Tomo, y'all can lose to the 49ers. But as long as Dak play well,
you good.
You good, bro. And people are going to give Dak a lot of praise. The defense showed up. Chris McCaffrey was garbage that game.
Bro.
And Dak, come on, bro. He's the
He was
same
nowhere to-
dude asking for bread.
Bro, nowhere to be found. He was nowhere to be found, bro.
Come on, man. So it's like, come
Even
on, man.
even dating back to the Tony Romo days, you know, Tony Romo was getting fat contracts. Then he had the back injury down the stretch of his career, bro. He had the back injury on. I think he was maybe the highest paid quarterback in the league when he was dealing with the back issue.
Facts. He
So
retired.
that's what like that's what Jerry see, and I know people want to take Jerry from a literal sense, but you can't. When he get to talking about getting hit by a car and stuff, like think beyond what he's saying. What he really saying is like, lately when I sign guys, it don't go well. When I give guys these big extensions, it's not going well. Like, I'm gonna do it because I have no choice. I'm not gonna lose Micah Parsons. Not in a division where we got to deal with Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels. And then, you know, what's the name? Even the Giants got, you know, Russell Wilson and then Jackson Dart coming up at some point. If he ends up being good, you need pass rushers. Like, you need guys that can get to the quarterback. But what I am getting at is, y'all over here sweating the contract. Micah Parsons over here sweating the contract. Whatever the case may be, have y'all paid attention to the history of me giving these guys max dollars and how it's went? It hasn't worked out for me. It hasn't worked out for me. They have not given. I've given them. I'm sure he feels as though he has given those players exactly what they want and what they've asked for, but they have not given him what he wants in return. You see Cowboys legends, Michael Irvin after the game, put your championships on the table. Like, they got legends heated.
And Miss
Like,
Smith
yo,
too. He was mad too.
Bruh. Talking about everywhere I go, I hear go Birds, go Birds, go Birds. He just, like, all of them hot. Like, hot, bruh. Like, so, you know, Jerry being somebody that was there then and here now is like, yo, you can't tell me I'm not building teams that, or at least on paper, are good enough to beat Philly, good enough to beat the Commanders, good enough to contend. 2023 was it? Yeah, I think it was 2023. They won the division. They were undefeated at home. Dak Prescott was an MVP candidate. I think he was second in MVP voting, if I'm not mistaken. All pro, second team, all pro. And folded in the first round. Not only him, the whole team just collapsed. CD, everybody collapsed in Jerry World when they were undefeated at home, losing to a 7-seed Green Bay Packers team.
The youngest team in NFL history to make the playoffs. A first-year starter. And also, the following year, CD holding out because he's trying to get paid. Like, bro, did you not watch your tape in the playoffs?
Come on, bro. Come on,
like,
bro.
That you trying to get paid? Do you not watch the tape in the playoffs? Like,
and
come on, man.
And didn't, if I'm not mistaken, did he sign Dak this, like, after that? Like, he got the extension after
he
that
signed CD after that first and then signed Dak right after that. They both got signed the same offseason. Crazy.
So it's like, man, y'all done went out here and folded in the playoffs, but I got to pay y'all max dollars. And you boys out here, man, take the money. Here's the highest paid quarterback in the NFL history. Here you go. Highest paid receiver at the time. Here you go.
Yeah.
And then they go out there, and again, Dak get hurt, and CD's limping through the season. He low-key pissed. Come on, bro. That's my take, man. I hear it. I hear where fans coming from. I understand if I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, I'm annoyed. But when you look at it from the perspective of what have they done for Jerry Jones compared to what he's done for them, they ain't giving him much. They making him look crazy. They making him look worse.
I do want to say this too, all right? Because a lot of people feel like that Jerry put pressure on them by talking to the media. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't know why people be killing Jerry for talking to the media. All he's doing is he putting pressure on his guys to win. I don't think nothing is wrong with that, for real. And then I know it's not the same, right? When I look at the Eagles, for example, how Sirianni be acting, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't think that's pressure too? The way he be acting, bro, like a little, like talking trash to the other team, to fans and all that stuff. I remember y'all beat the Chiefs. Remember y'all beat the Chiefs in the regular season? And he yelling at all the fans and stuff. Like, bro, that's added pressure you put on your team. Mm-hmm. You know, so like, but I feel like you, as a competitor, you want that. You want a owner that's going to tell the people like, yeah, we can win a championship this year. Like, you want an owner like that. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I feel like he's talking too much. He like that boss. that like, bro, you always gotta be around. Like, come on, man. Like, give us some breathing room. Let us be leaders for once, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that is a big problem with him though. Like, is the head coach. He don't
Yes.
allow the head coach create the culture. That's the head coach job to create. He creates the culture. No, let the head coach do it because now the players, where's the respect to the head coach when they know that you're the guy that's setting the culture, setting the tone. So that's
But it's,
why.
and I agree. But before we move on, but it's like the point where it's like they used to it now. Like they're used to Jerry. I mean, Jerry is Jerry. You know what I mean? But you gonna get paid though.
You're gonna get paid.
You gonna get paid, and
You're
you gonna
gonna
be
get
in one of the
paid.
most. You gonna be in a great city, a great state. You gonna be on TV all the time.
All the time.
You gonna be on America's team. You gonna get all kind of notoriety. Like
Yeah.
if you getting paid like how Dak getting paid and how CD getting paid and how Mike about to get paid and how Tony Romo got paid and Dez and all of these Cowboy guys that was like that at one point in time, right? Over time, you getting paid and you getting all the luxuries of living in Dallas and getting all the notoriety of playing for the Dallas Cowboys. You mean to tell me really all you gotta deal with is Jerry Jones talking crazy here and there and hiring a head coach that's like, and it ain't like they terrible. They be decent head coaches. You know,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
McCarthy he wasn't great, but he was. I mean, he
Super
did get you.
champion.
Come on, he world champion. He got you 12-5 records, 3 straight years, and they ain't lose that last playoff game. He deserves some responsibility for that, but they ain't lose all them games just because of him. They ain't lose all them games because of coach. Your players ain't play well.
Bruh. And then post career, you got opportunities too. When you're Dallas Cowboy, post career,
I mean, come on, bro.
nigga Romo,
Say what you want about Jerry. Jerry take care of his guys.
he does, and he always
take care
does it too. Remember Zeke who? And that's how you know Zeke how to play running back.
I mean, come on now.
Like Jerry's strategic, you know what he's doing, but at the same time, you might be right. He might be fed up, bro. Like, I mean, he spazzed last year in the media when they lost. I think he went.
he was upset, bro.
I think he went. He spazzed out.
He been mad for a minute, bro. And like I said, seeing the Eagles and Commanders compete the way they competing now.
Come on, man. We just went right past them in 1 year. Like,
No.
you know they sick, bro. And then the same year we go past them, y'all win the Super Bowl.
I'm saying, bro.
Oh,
Bro.
man. I let the Giants pass y'all.
Right.
Giants already got 2 though.
They do. And I think Jackson Dart gonna be good. Malik Neighbors, they coming up, bro. Defensive line crazy.
And look, the Giants got one of their rings, beating the Dallas Cowboys with a number 1 or number 2 seed. They had their number 1 seed. I think. They had a bye week, and they played the Giants in the division round. The Giants beat them, and they won a Super Bowl. That was Romo's best year as far as team wise. They was the best record they ever had.
I think that was 07.
And then they got bounced. Man. But yeah, man. Let's get to this list, man.
Yes, sir.
Wide receivers. I know we talked about CD a little bit in this segment, but the people want to hear, AJ, the top 10 wide receivers in the NFL going into the season. We're not just basing it just off last year for the people who's watching.
Yeah.
This is rankings going into the season. So a lot of things go into it. It could be the last few years, depending on how you look at it, right? This is not career. This is this ranking. All right, so I'll explain. So AJ, you go first, my boy. Let the people know. You got your list. Go and pull it up so we can see it.
Man, before I pull this up, man. I actually had more difficulty with this than I did the QB list, especially down the stretch of it. I was having some issues. Matter of fact, right before we went live, I had to flip some names around because I came across the names. I was like, I can't leave them out. I want to leave them out because I want to show a little favoritism towards a few other guys I like. But I can't do it. I got to put these guys in here because of what they've done recently. So I based mine off of last year, but I also based it off of like the last 2-3. So kind of like, within the last few years and then going into next season. So without further ado, man, let's get to this list, Joe. Let's get to this list, man. Number 1, I got Jettis, man. Yeah, everybody know how I feel about Jettis by now, man. Justin Jefferson, I believe, is the best receiver in the league, man. He can beat any coverage. I think he get double teamed the most of any receiver in the league right now. it don't really matter who throwing them the football. Jetta's gonna be Jetta's. So I done seen it with Kirk Cousins. I done seen it with Sam Darnold. I done seen it with Joshua Dobbs. All right. Justin Jefferson gonna be Justin Jefferson. The motto of consistency every year. I mean, what? He got a 1,400, or 1,400, 1,600, 1,800. Last year, 1,500. The year he missed like half of the season, he still got you 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. Give me Jettas at number 1. I don't care what nobody say. Number 2, though, in a very close second, I got Jamar Chase. I'll give Jamar Chase a ton of credit, bro. I really do. I'll give him a ton of credit because my biggest thing with Jamar Chase was the talent is there. I just need a little bit more production. He had a sensational rookie season. We know what he did. But this past season, up till this past season, I'm like, I mean, you had a 1,400-yard season first year. Okay, 13 touchdowns. That was great. But after that, 1,000 yards, 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns one year, 9 another. It was cool, but it wasn't amazing to me. It wasn't number 1 to me. But last year, 1,700 yards, 17 touchdowns, triple crown. I can't deny it. I got to put him at number 2. Now, I must admit, number 3. Number 3 and number 4 are interchangeable to me. Of course, I put AJ number 3 because he's an Eagle, and that's my dog. But when you really think about it, bro, what CeeDee Lamb has done over the last couple seasons, man, even last season having a pretty solid year. Dak missed most of the year. He catching the passes from Cooper Rush. The man is ridiculous. Swiss Army knife, can do it in the slot, do it on the outside. Like he's a difficult matchup. So I give credit to CeeDee Lamb. I even seen CeeDee Lamb as a number 2 putting in work as well. So I think CD could be. I really think he could be number 3, and I almost did it. AJ Brown, no. When I look at AJ Brown and what AJ Brown brings to the table as a receiver, kind of like a guy that really a go-get it kind of receiver, can run any route. I don't care what nobody say. Can run any route in the route tree. Yes, y'all heard me for the people calling them tight end and can only got a couple routes, whatever. Can run any route in the route tree. And the thing I love about AJ Brown is you got Saquon, you got Devontae, right? When he first got there, you had Miles Sanders, you got Jalen Hurts, obviously running with the football. You got Devontae. Man, just give me 17 receptions. I'll get you 1,000 yards. I'm sorry, 70 receptions. Give me 70 receptions. I'll get you 1,000 yards. I don't need 100 receptions to get to my 1K, because I'm gonna get you 20 yards after the catch. Yeah, that's just AJ. So I got AJ number 3, man. I got AJ number 3. Tyreek Hill kind of had a down year last year, but at the end of the day, Tyreek Hill is still Tyreek Hill to me, bro. The last 2 seasons leading up to this year, he had 1,700 yards. I mean, what can you say? You can make a legitimate argument. He's still the craziest weapon at receiver in the league. Only thing I have against him and why he's not higher is his numbers kind of drop without Tua. So I can't put him over them guys over in that top 4, because without their quarterbacks, I still think they play pretty well. You know what I mean? Even AJ Brown, when Jalen Hurts missed the game, he still came out and played pretty well. I know that don't happen too often, right? Even actually dating back to 2022 when Jalen missed time, Minshew came in. AJ had a pretty solid game against the Saints. With Tariq, it's not quite the same. It's not quite the same, man. But I got him at 5 because he is who he is. Amon St. Brown at 6, man. He's been sensational so far the last couple years. Another Swiss Army knife safety blanket for Jared Goff. He's really kind of jumped on the scene and kind of went crazy. Mike Evans, I put him on here because he the most consistent receiver dang near in the league to me. He gonna get you 1,000 yards every year, no matter the quarterback. He gonna get you 1K. I think he just tied Jerry Rice for the most 1K seasons in a row. So I gotta have him somewhere in my top 5. You know how I feel, top 10. You know how I feel about production. You know how I feel about production, bro. So I got him in there. Now this is where it got a little wonky, bro. Because at one point I had Terry McLaurin at 8, right? And then I had what's his name? I'm blanking on his name. Buddy from the Jacksonville.
Brian Thomas.
Yes, and I had him at 9,
Malik Neighbors.
and I had Malik Neighbors at 10. That's how I was looking at one point. But then I came across Nico Collins' name, and I'm like, okay, because the production is there. He got 1,200 yards the season before last, and then 1,000 this past season, right? I got him, fit him in there. If I'm talking the last 3 seasons or so, he been balling out of control. And then I also came across Puka Nakua's name. Puka Nacua had like 1,400 yards his rookie season. This year he only played 11 games, right? But he still gave you 900-something yards, and he was an impact player in the postseason, especially against us, man. He almost sent us to the crib, Joe. Out of respect, I had to put him in there. So, and then of course, man, I got Scary Terry in there, man. I don't think he gets the respect that he deserves, bro. I don't. He is another guy who, for the most part, it don't matter who throwing on the ball, you gonna get production out of Terry McLaurin. And this is his first year with a guy, and we seen what he went out there and do. He had a career high 13 touchdowns and was a major impact player for the Commanders. So that's how I got it, man. Jettis, Chase, AJ, 1K, CD Lamb, CD for the TD, Tyreek Hill, Monse Brown, Mike Evans, Mr. Consistent, Nico Collins, Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, and Puka Nacua.
So I do have a question. So, before I do my list, I have one thing I ask you.
Mm-hmm.
So why CD over Tyreek?
Because I seen CD ball out without his quarterback. I seen CD still recently, just this past year, hampered with injury and still go crazy with Cooper Rush at quarterback. Whereas Tyreek Hill, when I go back and I look at the box scores with Tyreek Hill, and I go back and I look at the numbers when he don't have Tua out there throwing him the ball, he completely different. He almost a non-factor out there. I can't say the same for CD Lamb. I can't. I think he's a factor no matter who throwing him the ball. The better the quarterback, the more of a factor he is, right? And I would say Tyreek Hill's upside is higher, right? But I just think CD Lamb is consistent for the most part, no matter who's at quarterback. Whereas Tyreek Hill, he ain't really shown me. You think about it, he played with Pat, best quarterback in the game, right?
Crazy,
and so
yeah.
you have Pat, and so you come into a situation with Tua. Tua is not the best in the game, but he's a decent quarterback when healthy. You know what I mean? When he go out and you don't look the same, I can't have you over a guy that looks pretty much the same no matter who out there. So that's how I got it lined up that way, or that's why I have it lined up that way. But like I said, CD and AJ, like, it's close, bro. It's close to me. I ain't gonna lie. It's closer than It's close, bro. Very close.
All right. That's good. I like your list, though. I like your list. Not mad at it.
Appreciate it.
All right, here go my list.
Uh-oh.
Let's get it. I think you will like it, though.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Ooh.
All right.
Interesting. Ooh.
So, number one, Jamar Chase. I had to go with Jamar Chase, man. I get it. One thing I like about Justin Jefferson, no matter who the quarterback is, he produces. I like that. But Jamar got the triple crown this year, man. I'm sorry. And another thing about Jamar Chase, the few times they made it to the playoffs, he performs. I can't say the same about Justin Jefferson, bro. Justin Jefferson got no good playoff performances, but he is number two. I got Justin Jefferson number two. Number three, I got A.J. Brown also. And I think A.J. Brown, when it comes to value, he's up there with the best of them. When he's not around, the Eagles is not the same. Like, his value, what he brings to the team is incredible. And whenever the Eagles need a big play, I mean, last year was more so Saquon, but in this 10-year he has with the Eagles, he always made those plays. And in the playoffs, like, he's big in the playoffs too. Like, well, Super Bowl, I should say, right? He had big plays in Super Bowl. So give me A.J. Brown. Give me Tyreek Hill over CD Lamb. All right, Tyreek Hill. Now, here's the thing about Tyreek Hill and CD Lamb. Now they got CD Lamb. CD Lamb, he gets targeted more than anybody in the NFL. So he's going to have more numbers. When I look at Tyreek Hill last year, Tyreek Hill got targeted 123 times last year. And CD Lamb got targeted 152 times. Right? And CD Lamb at least had that for what, 5 games or so much, like 5-6 games. And then he had Cooper Rush. When Tua was basically, I don't know how many games Tua played last year, but Tyreek Hill also was dinged up. Tyreek Hill, there were a few games where Tyreek Hill wouldn't even finish the game. So he finished with 960 yards, and then CeeDee Lamb finished with 1,100. Kudos to him. All right, but Tyreek Hill I call him the Steph Curry of wide receivers. He's the Steph Curry. Once he's on the floor, once he's on the field, you gotta account for him. You got to. He stretches the field out. He just opens the whole offense up just being on the field. So give me Tyreek Hill at 4, CeeDee Lamb at 5. I think those 5 wide receivers should be in everybody's top 5. You know, there should be nobody else in there. Now, This where it gets interesting. Puka Nacua. Yes, I have him above Amara St. Brown. Puka Nacua, if he was healthy last year, AJ, if he was healthy, let me go to his numbers. I had his numbers right here. Like you said, he had 900 yards basically. Let me see how many. Sorry, I gotta pull it up again.
Yeah, 993 touchdowns.
Whew, 993, 990. There you go.
Yep.
990. And how many games he played? He played 11 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
But his rookie year, 1,400 yards, like you said, he only had 6 touchdowns. Now, Puka Nacua being with Sean McVay is a plus. Just like Amara St. Brown being with Ben Johnson has been a plus for him also.
For sure.
Getting moved around, put him in different mismatches and stuff like that. But Puka Nacua, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I think the numbers scream when it comes to Puka Nacua's first year and even last year, missing 6 games and still scratching basically 1,000 yards. So I got him at number 6. Amara St. Brown, he's tough because although I do respect him, I think he does benefit a lot from what's around him and the play caller. I'm so curious to see how he will be this year without Ben Johnson. But I got him at number 7. I want to put my boy Terry McLaurin higher, but the production is not as high as these other guys. Although he's been in a disadvantaged situation than all these guys. I mean, we saw the first time he actually had a QB, and he was second in touchdowns behind Jamar Chase. So Terry McLaurin has been consistent also, like a Mike Evans. So that's why I got Mike Evans at number 9. You can always make 1,000 yards on him, and he can always have that one game when he got 3 touchdowns, 180 yards. I mean, Mike Evans still like that. And then number 10, it was hard. I want to put Malik Neighbors.
Bro, I did too.
All right, because off of just who he is alone, like his talent and what he brings, I think he is up there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I didn't think about Brian Thomas Jr., although he will be a commander in the future. And Malik Neighbors. You won't get the game back, you know what I mean? But I had to put Gary Wilson. Also, similar to Terry McLaurin. Disadvantaged situation. His quarterbacks, other than Aaron Rodgers probably last year, his quarterbacks have not been pretty good. But he still put up 1,000 yards on a consistent basis. He's very consistent. And when the ball is thrown to him, he make plays. Aaron Rodgers went throwing the ball to him early in the year. So I think not with Justin Fields, he won't elevate. But I got him at number 10. But I do think if you put Garrett Wilson in any of these other situations, he will have 1,500. He will have 1,600 yards also. He's a really good receiver. So, but that's why, out of respect, I want to put him at number 10.
Okay. So everybody know how I feel about Jamar Chase and Jettis. I ain't gonna spend too much time on that. And I understand it. One thing I'll say about Chase, even though I don't believe he's as consistent as Jettis, but one thing I will say about Chase, one thing that jumped off the screen to me this year, that brother is explosive. Oh my good. It's like Tyreek Hill, Chase.
Oh, yeah.
Tyreek Hill is explosive, right? But like Chase is kind of he kind of up there as far as like catch it, I'm taking it 60 yards. Like
yeah, he can do it all.
He really insane. I'm just more of a production consistency. No matter who throwing me the ball, I'm gonna get you a ton of yards. I'm gonna catch a bunch. Even recently, I know a lot of people was getting on him about his touchdowns. Now he's giving you two seasons where he's giving you double digit touchdowns too. Just a complete overall receiver. Route running, hands, some of the best hands in the league. That's why I got Jettis number 1. But I'm not like I said at this point. I was pushing AJ over him. I was pushing Jettis over him. I'm not gonna do that no more. I understand why Chase is number 1. I wouldn't do it, but I understand. Puka Nacua. Because we already talked about CeeDee Lamb and Tyreek Hill. Puka Nacua. So we openly admit that Puka Nacua and Amon-Ra St. Brown benefit from the system that they're playing in.
Yeah.
Puka Nacua, like you said, Joe, now his rookie year, he gave you 1,400, close to 1,500 yards and 6 touchdowns. This past year, he only played 11 games, gave you 990 yards and only 3 touchdowns. First off, the best ability is availability. You got to be healthy. A lot of these guys, Mike Evans, even though he missed some time last year, he's rarely hurt. Your boy Scary Terry is never hurt. He played every game. Like, A lot of these guys are always available and always giving you solid production. But when I look at what Amon St. Brown has done over the last couple of years, Joe,
10
I mean,
touchdowns.
his best year is better than Puka Nakua's best year. He got you over 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns. This past year, he gave you over 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns. So it's like, the
I'm not mad at that though. Yeah.
Now, if we talking just purely skill set, I can see, because I think you could make the argument that Puka Nacua is more of an outside kind of, you know what I mean? Like, he's go up, jump ball, like your prototypical receiver from that standpoint. But they move Puka Nacua around quite a bit too. They got them plays where like they run him behind the quarterback, that he runs like through the offensive line. Like they ran that play a bunch of times against us. I remember watching like all 22s before we played them this past year. Like I was a player had to defend it. I'm like, bro, they running these plays where he run behind Stafford and run between the offensive line, and that's how he gets so open, because they, whatever. So they move him around quite a bit to disguise him in defenses as well. He does, I believe, see more number one corners than Amon St. Brown, but I can't deny his production. And then when it comes to Terry McLaurin, like one of the biggest reasons why I had Puka as low as I did, and it's not really a knock on him, it's more so you haven't been around long enough. We've only seen 2 years. Scary Terry been around for a minute with makeshift quarterbacks, He been around for a minute, makeshift quarterbacks. He finally get one 13 touchdowns. Then I know everybody not a big fan of Mike Evans, but Mike Evans give you numbers too now. He ain't just getting 1,000 yards. He get not this past year, but the year before, he had 1,213 touchdowns. You know what I mean? The year before that, he had a little over 1,014 touchdowns. So these are better red zone threats, and they give you the yardage. And then last year he had 11 touchdowns. Like I don't know.
Yeah, they're a big defense too.
You know what I mean?
Funny.
Skill wise, Puka, I'm not mad at it skill wise. I'm not mad at it skill wise. I can't rock with it production wise. That's my only thing.
And that makes sense. I'm not mad at that. I had Scary Terry at 6.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I try to be humble with Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, bag up, Terry.
I try to be humble. I had my 6. Only reason I had my 6 because his situation. Like, he doesn't benefit from. He don't hide. He gets all the attention on our offense, every single game. When I look at Puka, he don't get all the attention. I look at Amon St. Brown, he don't get all the attention. Mike Evans, he don't get all the attention. So all of them have other guys next to them. Mike Evans got Chris Godwin. Amon St. Brown got Laporte. He got Jameis Williams, J-Mo. He got a lot of dudes. You know what I mean? So he got the running backs, Gibbs. Puka had Cooper Kupp last year, and he also had Cameron Williams, the running back. So, but Terry, all these years, bro, it's literally just been Terry. So, but he still produces, and he leads the league in contested catches in the last 4 years. So, like, it's like the dude had to get it the hard way and still getting it. But I was like, you know what? Let me not do that. But I do get the Puka Nacua stance, and I ain't mad at it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I ain't mad at that. So basically, yeah, I ain't mad at that. Mars St. Brown, Mike Evans, and Terry. Yeah, you can throw it. You can do that. I ain't mad at
that. Yeah, I'm sure you're not mad at me throwing Terry in there. I'm sure you're not mad at that. Trust me, it took a lot for me to put him at 10 too at first. I'm like, man, because when you watch him, like when the tape when it comes to Puka Nacua, like he jumps off the screen for sure. He makes big time plays, but like I can't deny the other guys' production. Couple honorable mention guys though. Like I said, one thing that stunned me, I knew Brian Thomas Jr. had a great season. I didn't know his season was better than Malik Neighbors from a statistical standpoint.
Yeah,
I mean he had close to 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns last year.
And it could have been better if Trevor was better. Well, go ahead.
I'm saying so. Like he was my honorable mention. I had him before I changed my list. I had him at 9, and then I had Malik Neighbors at 10. And one guy that I really wanted to find room for, but I just couldn't because his production hasn't been there due to his situation, due to injuries. Man, I can't believe Devontae Adams not on these lists right now.
Yeah, man.
And it's no disrespect to him. Because we know, like, if Devontae is Devontae, he probably top 5, top 6 again. You know what I mean? Like, no question.
I see it.
And he got a chance to do it this year, playing
Yeah.
with Stafford, playing with McVay. So I
Yeah.
expect him to be back in the conversation. But man, when I was looking at the numbers, I'm like, man, I can't do it, bro. I can't put him up. You like I said, Joe. I like to try to be as consistent as possible. You know how I feel about production. You know what I mean, and what you've done. You know what I mean, especially if we're going off the last few years. It's like, dang, bro, he ain't situation bad, but you ain't
He ain't done enough,
bro. You ain't done.
Yeah.
You literally ain't done nothing. Literally.
Yeah, he had an outburst late last year when he was good, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really consider him because I knew, I just knew that he didn't put enough on tape. You know, it was with the Raiders it was bad, then early Jets it was bad, and then late in the year, then even the year before that, he wasn't putting up numbers. You know, so it wasn't until 2 years ago. I think he led the league in touchdowns 2 years ago. So since then, he kind of fell off a map. But like Coach said in the chat, Devontae Adams would definitely be a top 5 receiver this year. He could. I won't say definitely. I mean, unless Tyreek Hill. So I could see Tyreek Hill falling off a map this year, though,
And
with all the turmoil
I
over
could
there.
too. And what I will say is this. I'm interested in seeing what Scary... I'm sure he's going to get re-signed.
He is.
I'm interested in seeing what these other receivers going to look like this year too, because with him being in a situation where he playing alongside Puka Nacua, he's not going to be targeted as much as he was when he was in his prime. He's not. 'Cause
Yeah.
you got Puka Nacua there too.
And they got
So,
a running
like,
game too.
And you got a running game. So it's like you got a quarterback that he going to find you. I mean, we know he going to find you, but he going to spread it around some. So
And he loved Puka, bro.
he loved Puka Nacua. And that's
And I
the guy
watched
who,
him.
and that's the guy who he has the most rapport with too at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's like that's where the ball. I mean, I think just talent for talent, I still believe Devontae is a better receiver than Puka. But like when it comes to that camaraderie, like the ball might find Puka more than it finds Devontae Adams. So I think I will say he will. I think it's a guarantee he'll find his way into that top 10 again for sure. I think no brainer. Top 5 is a stretch when you're looking at Jamar Chase, Jettis, AJ, potentially Tariq Hill, CD Lamb. It's gonna be hard because them guys clear number ones and they gonna put up numbers. Like they the number one target for the quarterback. They gonna put up numbers. CD numbers might drop a little bit now that you got.
Oh, because of George Pickens.
Yeah, and people sleep on Miles Sanders, bro. Miles Sanders is a great addition too.
Yeah.
He's a great addition, bro. Like honestly, so
Yeah, everybody killing the Cowboys running back situation.
yeah. But like I said, I like Shoot. He got 1,300 playing with what 1,200. Yeah, he's like 1,250 something playing with Hurts. So you know, but their offensive line too, of course, can't forget that. Obviously, you can't forget the O line. But you know, I don't think he wanted. I mean, he's not the best in the league, but like Miles can be productive.
Yeah,
Miles can be very. If they run it correctly, Miles can be very productive. So
I know.
We'll see.
I think Terry McLaurin will have a big year after signing his contract. You know, showing people why he got the contract. You know, and I know it's not a top 10 dude, but I'm looking to see what Debo gonna do, man.
Bro.
Hey.
I think Devo gonna be decent. I think he gonna be decent.
He gonna bounce back.
He got no choice but to be decent the way everybody dissing him, myself included.
I think he gonna be more than decent, bro. This man motivated, and I'm hearing some great stuff about Debo. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've been hearing some good stuff. Even Dan Quinn said something today. I was like, the man motivated. The man's getting dissed and killed. That's why I love it. Everybody can call him fat. T.O. somebody, he one hamburger away from being something. I'm like, bro, you haven't even seen him, and you over here talking because you hear what everyone saying. So like,
Brandon Graham dissed him too recently. I don't know if you heard that.
What he say?
He said, so you know the Commander's like content creator. I think his name Rando or Rambo, whatever his name is. He like a famous content creator / like streamer. He's a big time Commanders fan. He a young guy, like a Kai Cenat type of guy.
Okay.
And he was at, I believe it was Devontae Smith's like a charity baseball game or whatever, or celebrity baseball game, and he was like, "What about Debo?" He was talking to Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham was there, was like, yeah, what about Debo? But we got Debo now. He said, man, ain't anybody think about Debo. He gotta get in shape. He don't like he in shape. He gotta get in
See?
shape. Like everybody
Yeah.
throwing that same joke around.
Telling you,
So
bro,
hey, we ain't got to worry about him until week 16. So we gonna see if he,
he can
you
still
know
help.
what I'm saying, if he's still around by that time. You know what I mean?
That
So
man
shit.
said
Take out
Hercules.
your anger.
Hercules.
Take out your anger on everybody else.
Hey, Big O, that's funny. But I think Terry gonna have a big year. I could see a lot of these, like Mike Evans just signed a new contract to stay. That was last year. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
And Jamar Chase, what he gonna do? Is he gonna back up he the highest paid receiver this year? Jettas gonna be Jettas. I mean, like, I'm not mad at him being number one. He's so consistent
And I think,
every year.
and don't let McCarthy be nice. Look out.
Oh yeah, McCarthy.
Look,
That'll be
if he end up being nice, bro. Oh my gosh, Minnesota been in this pocket of time where they got a team that can contend. All they need is a quarterback that plays well when it matters.
And their defense got better too, I think.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's
They
crazy.
are in a. I don't want to say Super Bowl window till I see the quarterback play. But if he is good, look out, bro. They're a contender. If he's good, they are a contender. So I think Jed is still gonna ball.
And then AJ Brown, he got his ring now.
And AJ gonna get more touches this year, just off the strength of like everybody game planning for Saquon. He's not gonna rush for 2,000 again. And I guarantee the Eagles gonna try to balance that offense out a little bit more.
Yes, because and also AJ, like I need to be in these conversations again. Like, what's up? Like I get it. We had the ball off. Like I need.
Right.
I got my ring, man.
Right. I got my ring. It's time to get busy. And then you know how cats talking about Hurts too. Like, oh yeah, we gonna air it out a little bit this year. We gonna air it out a little bit more this year, bro. Watch.
Hope you do. But yeah, man.
That shot was crazy, man. That shot was crazy.
I didn't know you heard me. The man phone saying.
At first, I couldn't tell if it was a shot or if you really meant it. I couldn't really tell at first. Like you said it too smooth.
But I do think people would take the Chiefs approach. Like Hurst will have to beat us every game. Like he had to ball out. But yeah, y'all did lose an offensive lineman though. What's his name? He went to.
Oh, you talking about Mekhi Beckman?
Yeah, y'all lost him.
Don't do that. Don't do that to me, Dave. Don't do that, bro.
Dang.
He disrespectful, bro. Don't do that, bro.
Don't speak that.
Don't do that, bro.
I keep forgetting he want to cover Madden. I keep forgetting that.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He said we all list that AJ. I'm gonna put your list back up.
Okay, bet.
What is happening?
That's my list. And I won't say this more than once, but I won't say this in the chat, but I will say it here because I'm being real on the show. Like I said earlier, I think CD and AJ is debatably interchangeable. I do feel that way.
Until I see CD performing in playoffs, I don't feel that way.
That's fair because AJ be balling out in them Super Bowls.
Yeah, he do.
He be balling out in them Super Bowls. So that's true. Bro, it's the one Cowboy I actually am a big fan of, bro. I'm a big fan of CD Lamb, bro, and the production matches. So, yeah,
it does. You know, but I gotta see him do more. That's what I'm waiting for with Jettis too, though.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, your quarterback matters. You know what I mean? Your quarterback matters a lot. But CD, there's times like that Green Bay Packers game, that wasn't all on Dak. Some of those was on CD. So, yeah, and he admitted it.
Facts. Last thing before we get off, man, how you feel about Nico Collins? I noticed he wasn't on.
It's crazy because it's contradicting to my Puka Nacua take, but you know, it's kind of similar to Puka Nacua. Only difference is I think that was his fourth year. His first 2 years he was like a 600-yard receiver. He was like an average receiver.
Right.
And then he just hit the scene. C.J. Stroud first rookie year, he just hit the scene, hit like 1,200 yards, something like that. And then last year he had basically almost 1,000 before he got hurt.
Yeah, he had
just like Puka.
He had
1,000. Okay. Yep, just like Puka, you know what I mean? So, him and Puka are like in the same boat. I felt like, you know what I mean? And he's a big deep threat too. He's a big deep threat. That's why he get he like AJ Brown is. You know, he's a big deep threat. But I like Nico Collins. You know, I feel like if he never got hurt, this Texas would have been better. He opened the gates out for them a lot though. Like I remember the was it a Jack the Colts game, and they were going back and forth, and then the Colts were up, and then out of nowhere, Nico caught like a 60-yard bomb, and I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? And I think it was Nico also when they played the Colts again, the last game of the season of his rookie year, and on the first play they threw a bomb. I think it was Nico, and he scored a touchdown on the first play. I was like, dog, that was crazy.
He a
So I
dog.
like Nico.
He a dog. He a guy that be easily forgotten about. I feel like
Yeah,
I almost left him off my list just off the strength of I forgot about him.
yeah.
And
Okay,
then
that's
his
what you're talking
name,
about.
yeah, and then his name flashed across my screen. I was like, oh, let me double because I remember what
Mhm.
I saw on tape. Let me double check the numbers. I saw
Nice.
the numbers and I was like, oh, I got because given how I rank the rest of my guys, I'm like he in there somewhere. He got to
He
be in there
got some
somewhere.
size too.
Yeah,
That's all. Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know.
He
Yeah,
he a tall dude. I got it up right now. I can pull it up real
he's
quick.
6'4".
Yeah, 6'4". Yeah,
Yeah, 222 pounds. Like, he like AJ Brown,
he
bro.
like an AJ Brown. Yep, yep,
You know, or like a Andre Johnson type dude. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
yep. He
So
nice. He
he
nice.
is. He a deep threat for real. But I like Nico. Like I said, the back end of the list, bro.
It's tough.
It's like, okay, you want to take them out? Go ahead, bro.
Right, go ahead.
Take
It
one of
don't
those.
matter.
You
Facts.
know, I
Facts.
think the top five is solid though. I think the top five should be top five. Now you might have some people throw Amari St. Brown in the top five. You
Oof,
know, based on
I
his
can't do it.
production. And you
Yeah.
know what's funny? A lot of these youngers nowadays, that's like their favorite receiver. I
Mm.
mean, me, a 15, 14-year-old, who your favorite receiver? Amari St. Brown. I'm like,
I
oh,
think I
okay.
think I think people like crazy as it sounds. I think people like his name, and I think he's also a flashy guy. He a flashy dude. He paints his hair come playoff time. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
you're right.
He got all the crazy celebrations.
Yeah,
Like
you're right.
he stands out to kids. I feel like he a guy
It's
that
funny.
flashes.
Carl killed my joke. He wore the Honolulu blue.
Yeah.
He probably thought the Pro Bowl was in Hawaii still. That's why he took his ticket early. We had
Right.
to send him
Facts.
home. Can't go to the Pro Bowl in the Super Bowls. We had to send him home.
Facts. Facts.
We had to send him home. By the way, NFL, go back to Hawaii, bro. I don't know what y'all doing. Like, it's not special what y'all doing right now. Like, go somewhere special.
Facts.
Sorry. But yeah,
Facts.
great. Yeah. All right, man. Let's wrap this thing up.
Yes, sir.
My
Yes,
last
sir.
words. Shout out to the whole Artis Network. Shout out to the whole Artis family. Shout out to my boy Lambo on the intro. Shout out to my brother Ehan with the logo. Shout out to my boy AJ, right? Partner in crime. Terry. Now look, I told AJ if we don't sign him by training camp, it's time to panic. I told him that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to withdraw that statement. Now, when I heard Adam Peters today, do I like how he handled it? No, he was straight to the point. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
what I do like though, the man was unfazed. Shout out to the unfazed. He really was like he was talking like it's gonna get done. Like relax, y'all. This part of it. Now Terry not used to this though. Terry never been in this situation before. Terry felt like out of what like y'all, we gotta think about it. Adam and them was not here when Terry was going through all the turmoil in DC.
Mm-hmm.
They were not here. So they weren't around to see all that, oh, we're gonna give you what you deserve. So they're still like Adam, is he right? I would say get the deal done fast because you don't want this to carry over. But I'm just telling you probably how he's thinking. As long as we sign him before the season starts, we okay.
Right.
He's been here last year. He got rapport with JD5 already. I know what kind of player Terry McCoy is. He's working his tail off. He's not just laying around getting fat. He's never been hurt. So he's a motivated dude. So he's going to get his work done. So when we get the right, and then also what they're saying is Terry is looking at everybody, but then they're looking at like a Mike Evans. Mike Evans signed a $24 million contract last year.
Ooh.
Exactly, $24 million.
Mm.
And like you said, he's still putting up numbers. Just to stay in Tampa Bay. You know what I mean? Stay with Baker. So they're looking like, yo,
He like, I ain't trying to hear that.
He like, no, look at that. He looking at DK. Like,
Right.
bro, I get it. DK probably what 27, but DK Metcalf over me. Do y'all see what he been? He injury prone. Always don't like his diet is crazy. Eating them gummies all the time. Not even real food. He always hurt for real. He always dinged up, and his production is not as good. The man was supposed to be number one receiver, but he was really number two to Tyler Lockett. You look at the numbers.
Yeah.
So, and look what I did last year. And y'all gonna take me away from this rookie? Y'all need to pay me.
Yeah.
I'm number one here, so I get what Terry's at. So they're gonna meet in the middle. They're gonna meet in the middle. Like I said, Adam Peters sounded unfazed. So that put me like, yo, they gonna sign Terry. It doesn't matter when. So I am not worried at all that he's not gonna be a commander this year. Like
It's fair.
I always felt like he would be, but it's always a little like you never know.
Never know.
But
It's NFL.
I don't feel that way at all. Now look at the 49ers history, bro. Everybody went through the same. BA went through the same thing. Yeah, JD5 on the show with him, FaceTime, teasing me. I'm like, I'm about to get burned on you. And then he signed the 49ers. I
Right.
want to be here for life. Come on, man. So
Yeah.
we going to sign him. I ain't tripping.
I feel that. My last words, man. Thank y'all to everybody who tuned in today. People on my channel, Timeout, or Full Timeout, or / Full Timeout. R2L family, of course, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Everybody watching on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, all of the platforms. Appreciate y'all watching. Lakers, man. Hey, Luka making phone calls and I like it. Man. Like, hey, Aiden, come on over here, man. I can throw you them lobs. Hey, Marcus Smart, I need a little defensive help. Come on over here, man. You could come in for me from time to time. You can play alongside for me. You know what I'm saying? Hit some threes, make a couple shots, run the offense from time to time, but most importantly, defend. And when Luka, it seemed like from what I've seen in these interviews, when Luka make that call, guys like, Luka calling? Well, like, okay, I'll go play with Luka. That's what it seemed like. And as a Laker fan, that's what you like to hear, man. So this next season going to be what it is. We'll see what it turns into, but I'm excited for the future. We have a Luka that wants to be in LA, aggressive. I'm sure he's going to re-sign at some point. A hungry Luka who I'm sure feels disrespected and heard all of the chitter-chatter in the offseason, right, about how he fat and all this stuff. He out of shape, similar to Debo, right?
I was about to say that.
It's a similar situation, you know what I mean? So I'm sure he's going to come out hungry over these next couple of years, and you know what I'm saying? He said his goal is to be a guy who brings multiple championships to LA. So I'm not mad at what I see the Lakers doing, man. We moving forward. I love to see it. And as far as Philadelphia, you know what I love about the Eagles, bro?
What you love about?
Man, we don't pay no attention to them lists. Now, us fans, we talk and we go back and forth, but like, Jay Hurts don't care about no lists like that. AJ Brown, like, yeah, okay, y'all got me ranked where y'all got me cool. Devontae Smith might not be on the top 100 players list from what I'm seeing, right? I'm sure a lot of guys feel disrespected in their locker room, you know what I mean? Nick Sirianni never really gets his flowers, you know what I mean?
Y'all like didn't get voted with the best team.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it seems like the most opportune time to big up everybody on the Eagles is when you're trying to discredit Jalen Hurts. But it's all good, man, because I'm not going to be the Eagle fan to deny the greatness of my team. We champions. A.J. Brown is like that, yes. Devontae Smith is like that, of course. Our offensive line, best in the league. Dallas Goedert, top 5 tight end in my book. You know what I'm saying? Saquon Barkley, what else is there to be said? Defensively, we got 2 guys that can be future All-Pros in the secondary, right? With Quinyon and Cooper DeJean. We got one of the best defensive lines, headlined by Jalen Carter, another All-Pro player. You know what I mean? We got an All-Pro linebacker, right? We got a playmaking safety. We got the best GM in the game. We got everything. Might even have the best owner. You got everything else. What else could you ask for? And last but not least, we got a top 5 quarterback in Jalen Hurts leading the charge. One of the best winners in the game. So, yes, we don't care about where you rank them. And Jalen Hurts is the one that's the most disrespected. But I'm going to end y'all with this. I'm going to mimic what Dan Orlovsky said. You can rank them 5. You can rank them 1. You can rank them 2. You can rank them 10. You can rank them 13. You can rank them 20. At the end of the day, if you want to get to a Super Bowl, guess who you got to go through? Uno. Don't matter where you rank them. You got to go through them. And over the last 4 years, that ain't been too easy. My dog been to 2 Super Bowls in 4 years, and he been to the playoffs every single year. So no matter where you rank him, you got to go through them. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. And when I think about that, and my guy's talent and everything we got at our disposal, with apparently the best of everything, I co-sign that. Joe, I remain unfazed.
Unfazed. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.